What's up, everybody? James Duggan here with IGN. Joining me, Hugo Martin, game director on Doom Eternal. We're here at id Software to discuss Battlemode. You guys have gone all in on Battlemode. This is one of two options in the main menu. This is your multiplayer. So what is Battlemode?
We're super proud of it. This is our asymmetrical PvP. We have one Slayer against two demons, where it's skill against teamwork and tactics. Teamwork and tactics for the demons and skill for the Slayer. A game of cat and mouse. Definitely the Slayer is the cat. And the demons, even though they're these giant creatures with rockets on their hands, they are definitely the mice.
And you're looking at me playing here. This is playing against two of the QA testers here at id who were extremely good. Well, I won't spoil the ending, but this video we really want to break down what is happening in the action and let the action speak for itself. I guess I'll just talk through my opening strategy here. You need to kill both demons in order to win as the Doomslayer. And as the demons, all you have to do is kill the Doomslayer. As demons, you can spawn enemies, use these abilities, use teamwork. There's a lot of kiting that happens, and as the Doomslayer, the last thing you want to do is be effectively kited, and that's exactly what's happening right now. The Mancubus is kind of got me on the ropes, and I'm trying to kill him before the Revenant resurrects. So that's what's happening. If I do that, I'll win the round, but now they're both back. So tell me about kind of the Slayer loadout, Hugo. What tools do we have as the Slayer?
Fully loaded. I mean, it was important that we gave the players the full kit. It made it much easier for us to balance. That was awesome. That was awesome. Absolutely. Little thing here, your outline is hidden, so it's kind of a good little metagame and a strategy for the Slayer is that when I break line of sight with the other demons, my outline vanishes. When they can see me through walls for a couple of seconds through the walls, but if I stay behind that wall for more than a couple seconds, I disappear. And it's a pretty cool little pro move there is to become invisible and then take the teleporter and flank the demons on the other side. What's very cool is, as we said, full kit. But as you know, when you'll play the single-player campaign, that resource management is a huge part of the experience. So while you are wrecking them with your Gauss right now, you're also quickly running out of ammo.
Oh, totally.
The F-22 analogy really does kind of apply. You could stay in the air, hit the jump pads, monkey bars, drop missiles and Gausses on top of them, and you're really pretty devastating. But at some point, the F-22 will have to land to refuel, and that's when the demons, that is when the demons get their chance.
It's kind of happening right now. This is kind of a standoff, and I'm feeling pretty good about this. I'm looking at my resources and thinking I have this in the bag, and I do. Demons killed, so that is a round 1-0 for me. We're going to move into the second round here. And I guess as the Slayer player, my strategy... Oh, we should talk about upgrades. What's happening here?
Yeah, these are mid-round upgrades. You get to choose a different one every round, and if you make it to the fourth round, you can choose a power upgrade where the demons can summon like a Baron. You get to unlock the BFG. And it usually makes it so that fourth or fifth round is going to be a real nail-biter, and I think we'll see that in a little bit here.
My strategy quickly became kill the Revenant because the Mancubus is always able to be killed. It's really like the Mancubus is the tank and the Revenant is the rogue.
Yes.
Trying to kite me, and that's exactly what he's trying to do right now, is he's just trying to very effectively get away from me so I can't end the match until the Mancubus respawns.
So what was happening there, and again, you're new to this, the strategy that they were employing quite a bit is using the Mancubus as like the anchor. And while you were burning him down, you were being flanked and hit from your blind side quite a bit by the Revenant and the demons that he's spawning. So you don't think at first that the demons that you spawn are that effective, but every time the Slayer looks the other way and gets overly aggressive with one particular demon, you can bet that a skilled demon, a team of demons, one of them is going to be laying damage on you.
Right. So right there, I really punished the Mancubus for being a little bit too predictable. He popped his smoke and just did a bullish charge through it, and I had a grenade ready for him and a Gauss to the face, and now I'm going to finish him off. And you get these resources, and those can't be blocked, but it's really worth noting that like the glory kill system, the chainsaws, that's all still in here, and you use that as the Slayer to refuel that F-22 jet. But the demons have a trick up their sleeve, and what is that?
They can block your loot, and it's a skill that the demons will need to master because they each one has a loot block, and it's on a pretty good cooldown, so they can't do it too often. But again, it's chess. So if you could nail 2 good loot blocks in a row and starve the Slayer, when the F-22 lands, if you don't let him refuel and you're good enough to do it 2 times in a row, that's a huge blow to the Slayer, and it can really turn the tides of a match.
I cannot believe I just survived there. I just noticed I went down to 1 HP there, and I was really bad about running at the Mancubus and rocket launching myself in the face.
Yes.
Which you'll see me really blunder on a few times here, but...
The rocket launcher is extremely powerful this time around, but as you saw in single player and in multiplayer, it also does a ton of self-damage, and it moves kind of slow. Yeah. So we do want to discourage people, as they did in 2016, just spamming the rocket like it's a rifle, you know? That's just good old original Doom balance right there, because the original rocket launcher was very much the same way. So, and you were taking a fair bit of self-damage.
Oh, I was taking, that's what, well, we'll see what ultimately that cost me as we move into these later rounds. That was an interesting one because it's not just the Revenant and the Mancubus. There are multiple demons, and each combination has kind of a unique strategy to try and overtake the Doomslayer.
You were playing before this match. I believe it was the it was the Marauder and the Archvile, and you saw that was a different kind of experience. With the Archvile, is kind of elusive. The Marauder is a bit more aggressive. He's got a dash and an axe.
These guys are just trying to bring the axe down, as I am absolutely critical. But I can kind of use that to my advantage because I know they're hungry, right?
And they're going to be at that point a little bit overly aggressive, but. Not unlike single player, if the Slayer stands in one spot for too long, they can, if they're smart and these two players know what they're doing, they will spawn a ton of demons around you. So yes, you are chipping away at the Mancubus, but those demons are right behind you just ripping you to pieces. Your Gauss game here is, your Ballista game here is very good.
Thank you.
And as you could feel it, like every Ballista shot that you miss hurts a little bit, because you know as the F-22 you're like, I don't have too many of those missiles.
Exactly, and you really need them. I mean, the alternate is going over to the kind of LMG machine gun with the sniper attachment, which, by the way, you can swap mid-match just by hitting F.
This was a critical moment right here. So skilled players, one of them, in this case, they chose the heal volume, so they could throw down a healing volume. So both demons can heal if they want to. Now, it's an interesting point in the match because usually that means they're just going to be sitting there standing in it, which gives you an opportunity to go around and glory kill and heal yourself. Or you know where they are, and when you see the blue volume, I think you do this later on.
I just did the area denial there with the rockets, the grenade. You know they want to stand in there, so
just
make them pay for it.
Yeah, it's like if you're going to stand still, you're gonna pay for it, or I'm going to use this opportunity to go glory kill a few guys.
Sure.
What's not really happening too much, and it's because you just started, the Flame Belch is a big moment in the match, and there are, like, again, we really wanted to focus on pacing, and throughout the match you can feel it. Like at the end of the match when one demon dies, the cat and mouse game changes quite a bit. Like it really becomes a game of hide and seek. Yeah. In the opening rounds, you have armor. Once that armor is gone, you can earn it back through Flame Belch, but it's harder. It's hard to get yourself backed up to 100, so it's kind of like losing your pawns really quickly in the opening volley of like a chess match, because if you get burned down and lose all your armor really fast, that's tough.
I'm glad you were talking over this, because this part was the only embarrassing moment I had, which was I went straight up to the Mancubus and shot a rocket right into his chest at point-blank range.
Very often, yeah, we'll see that quite a bit. I think it's a sign of a balanced game where like one match can end quickly, the other one can be neck and neck. You know,
it's interesting you use the word balance, because I would almost describe this as so dynamic. It's like the first match I played with this, I was the Doomslayer, got my butt kicked by my two colleagues at IGN. As soon as I got a handle on it, though, there was no contest, and I just assumed, oh, okay, the Doomslayer is just super OP. And then these two guys came in and really gave me a run for my money, and this particular game really made the mode shine. So it's a bold and risky mode, and especially since this is your only multiplayer, but I applaud you for it because it is undeniably unique and different and trying something interesting. And I got there in this match. I totally see the charm.
It's engaging, it's fun, it's, you know, there's drama, you know, and the desire to come back. When you lost, you knew what you did wrong and you felt like you could come back and do better.
And that's exactly what we're seeing now. I have the BFG 9000 here, trying to use it to end this Revenant player. And I hit a little bit there, Demon Health critical. And I know that this comp, once the Revenant goes down, the Mancubus is not that difficult to bring down. But someplace that I could definitely improve is like doing a little bit more damage to him before I decide to start the respawn timer.
So that was great though. Like you see how they were sitting ducks there, so they took some health, but you were able to capitalize on it. And I think that, again, I think it's super important. It's true for the demons. It's true for the Slayer. We see it quite a bit. We've tested this. We have a lot of confidence in it that when players lose, they're often motivated to play again because they know what they did wrong and they feel like they could come back and do better.
So proud of that shot that I just did.
That was pretty awesome. It's fun to watch. I mean, it's certainly there's a lot of good drama going on, and right now you're engaged in an epic back and forth match.
Yeah, this particular round was the highlight of the entire experience, and I'm not going to spoil how it ends, but like it goes on for a long time. I guess, is there a time limit? We didn't run into it.
So we talked about that quite a bit. It would be like putting a time limit on tennis. Yeah. You know, like some of the great matches, some of the greatest matches of all time have gone on for a really long time.
Look at how low my health is here.
And we really didn't want to put a cap. Putting a cap on this and saying like, well, there's a timer or something, that's like putting a cap on the drama.
Absolutely.
Just, you know.
Health is so low there, barely able to kind of pull myself up by my own bootstraps there.
I appreciate you using the word bold. I think the fact that we didn't put a time, there are a lot of really bold design decisions going on here. You know, like if we want to innovate, you know, I want to, as a gamer, I want to play something new. You know, I want to play something that challenges me.
Yeah, we don't have a lot of time, but I do want to ask you one more question, and to just kind of drive home what this mode is. How important is battle mode to Doom Eternal?
It's all important. I think that across the board, every aspect of Doom Eternal has to be of the highest quality. Like, that's what people expect from us. Like, the just smart, innovative, deep, fun, accessible, everything you want it to be. Like, we cannot let the fans down. Honestly, we have like a legacy to live up to. I'm proud to work here. I mean, the people who started this company, the legacy at id Software, it's a hard act to follow. So it's really important that we're innovating at every possible opportunity, that we're giving players new experiences that are incredibly engaging, and we want no single aspect, not invasion, not battle mode, not single player, to feel like a throw-in, to feel like a dud. Every aspect of Doom Eternal and what you play, you will feel the passion and the polish that went into the experience.
I've only played it for a few hours, but I agree with everything you just said from what I've played of it. And with battle mode specifically, I think it's an experience that you're really hard-pressed to find asymmetric multiplayer of this caliber in 2020, because I think the ones that came and went, they're no longer here. So I'm super excited to get my hands on battle mode when it comes out. We have a lot more coverage, including everything Doom Eternal, the campaign, the master levels, the fortress. Check it out. And for all things Doom, keep it right here on IGN.